Okay, so far what we've done is we've built sharpness. And with sharpness, you get a close shave. But you can't just have sharpness, you also need smoothness. That's where 3K cortical polishing compounds come into play. That's what's going to help you build smoothness. Again, you really can't have just sharpness. You'll still be able to shave. I could probably take this to a strop and still get a good shave out of it, but you really need the smoothness to get a good edge, because it's going to help you really soften the edge. It's really going to help take off that bite, that aggressiveness. It is ready to shave as is. I could get a shave out of it, but it's not going to be as comfortable as it could be. Far from it. So this is 3K, and basically let's just begin. It still has some grit to it, but you can probably hear the difference from this and 1K. I can sure as hell feel the difference. Essentially what we want to do is the exact same thing we did on 1K. This time it's just on a different grid, and it's going to be the exact same thing on the cortical. Exact same thing. And I forgot to check on the wet thumbnail. But that should be set. It was shaving off leg hair quite well. It should have been okay. At least I think that it wouldn't be shaving leg hair if it was dull. But it wasn't dull, it was shaving well, it wasn't tugging, pulling. I didn't see it leaving hairs behind, so I say the edge was well on its way to being set. Not well on its way, but it was set. Yeah, that's what you did. Now, if you're doing this by yourself, you don't need to be just sitting there in silence. I am talking because it really helps to pass the time. But when I'm doing this alone, without recording, I'm usually just listening to music. Not a huge music listener, but it really helps to pass the time. I know 10 minutes isn't a long time, but I mean it's... And from my experience, it's easier to do this in sets. Not in sets, but like it's easier to do this like bit by bit. It's easier than to just try and do it from beginning till end. Because the whole process takes... So there's 5 plus 10, it's 10 plus 10 on 1K, that's 20, 10 on 3K, 30, at least 40 minutes. Now I didn't really do 5 minutes on the combination stone, because I didn't really want to risk overhoning it, but the video itself was like almost 4 minutes, so it's a minute less, it's fine. I didn't give it as much time on the combination stone. Will that affect the final result? I don't know. We'll see. But it should be fine. My main concern was that the razor itself was sharp. It's getting there slowly, surely. It is getting there. Okay, so this room is already swarming with mosquitoes. So you gotta be careful. Wouldn't want to accidentally tolt that just because a mosquito bit me. I wouldn't be doing this with the window open otherwise, but it's just way too damn hot. And I know I said I was going to shave with it, just drop and shave it. But I kind of changed my mind. I told myself, what the heck, go all the way, finish the edge, and then shave with it. Because I was going to have to do these steps anyways. So why take more time? But sometimes it's nice when you're unsure if the edge is properly set or not. When you're unsure, strop it and shave with it. If you're able to get a close shave out of it, it should be properly set. There's like 2, 3, maybe 4 mosquitoes in this room. Jesus. What is this? Luckily this grit is almost done. Two more minutes of honing, and then we're going to move on to laps. This is how it looks. Essentially just lay the razor flat and run it through. That easy. That easy, that simple, that uncomplicated. Sometimes people make this a bigger fuss than what it really is. Now I have a lot of knife sharpening experience, but sharpening a knife is so much different from sharpening a razor. With a knife, I wouldn't even take it to 3K, not even 1K. Almost done honing. Almost ready to go to laps. Essentially there's 2 steps to moving through a grid. There's the honing, which is what I'm doing, just back and forth, flipping it back and forth, and then there's laps. Essentially you take a stroke, flip the razor, and take another stroke. I'll show you in a minute. Not in a minute, in a few seconds. That seems to be alright. So yeah, now I'm moving on to laps. Laps are very important because essentially what you did honing was create a small burr, and these laps are very important because you really want to remove the burr. It's really important that you really align the edge properly before moving on a grid, because it's never going to be able to shave if it has a burr. So just this for another 2 minutes. And then moving on to the cuticle, exact same thing. It's going to be a little bit different stropping with the polishing compounds. But I really only have one grit to go. This grit itself is almost done. See how I'm doing one side and flipping it? And it's very important in this step to keep the razor flat. Tiniest microchip in the middle, tiniest microchip and more towards the heel, but that's nothing. Okay, let's give it a test on some light here. Should be absolutely fine. Wow. No issue whatsoever. Now it feels like it has that bite you see on straight razors. Okay, now we're on to the final step, cuticle. I'll see you in the next video. Really almost done here, really almost done. See ya.